Good day and welcome to the Sportwrap show. This is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha. Sportwrap will showcase the latest sports news within and beyond Namibian borders. I know some of you are very excited, especially the Boks fans. That is the Springbok that did well this weekend in the Rugby World Cup, winning it for Africa, they said. But that will be later on in the show. And now for your latest on the hit list. Mountain biker and cyclist Vera Luza was a thoroughly deserved recipient of the Namibian Sports Commission's highest honor in Saturday night's conclusion of the Sports Year 2023 held at the Dome in Swakopmund. The 29-year-old won the Sports Star of the Year, the prize set aside for the overall top achiever. Besides being named Sportswoman of the Year ahead of African Karate champion Susel Prong, Luza was absent from the awards as she just finished competing in the Wines at Wales stage race in the Western Cape, where she had a fall at the end of stage 2 last week and broke her hand. Inline hockey also had a cause for big celebrations as the Team of the Year award predictably went to the junior women's team that dominated the World Championship in Argentina on their way to the gold medal. Their captain Christine Rocha won Junior Sportswoman of the Year, while the popular coach Brian Sobel was narrowly beaten in his category by his Paralympics athletes counterpart Letu Hamhola. Paralympics athletes was another coat at the forefront following the successful year for many of the familiar sprinters such as world silver medalist Ananias Shikongo and Johannes Nambala. Namibia Media Holdings journalist Brian Munango and Andrew Prummel were also among the winners of the night. Munango was awarded for his spectacular reporting on digital platforms for the Namibia Media Holdings, and he is indeed a deserved winner. Andrew Pullman, one of the veteran sports journalists of the Namibia Media Holdings, doing his job for the Republican, mainly in Afrikaans for many years, has also emerged as a victor, and he has indeed also excelled in becoming one of the contributors for the English daily of Namibia Media Holdings, which is the Namibian Sun, and many other platforms. The two were thrilled by the success, and we wish them all the best of luck in the future. Both the FNB Unam Rugby Club's men's teams and the Unam Steenbokkies emerged victorious in Saturday's Eagle Night of the Day of the Dolphin Rugby Tournament held at the Tamareskia Stadium in Swakopmund. Unam, despite conceding some players to some of other compiled teams that entered, defeated Grootfontein in the semi-final and then progressed to take on the 061 Rangers, who had defeated Dolphin in their semi-final match. Backed by a vibrant crowd, the tournament saw 7 exciting teams in action fighting for bragging rights. Unam established a 3-0 lead against 061 Rangers in the 10th minute. Unam launched a concerted effort of faces that later led to a cemented 10-0 lead by the student club from the capital. Unam continued applying pressure, and this served as a wake-up call for the 061 Rangers, who managed to trim the score to 10-7 in the dying minutes of the final. Dolphins Rugby Club chairperson Rowan Besser said a few teams dropped out of the competition. It was indeed a good weekend at the coast for the University of Namibia students. Namibian boxer Jeremiah Low-key Nakathila says he is ready to rumble when he leaves for the USA to face Ernesto Mercado in the main bout of the night about a fortnight from now. Sportwrap had a chat with Nakathila, and this is what he had to say. Stay tuned. Yes, I'm joined, that is by Low-key Nakathila, a renowned boxer here in Namibia. Once a prospect, now actually somebody living the dream. Understand you're going to America again. You were there before, 1 victory there, 1 loss there, 2 losses there. So tell us, what is this one about?
Yeah, no, so very, thank you, Jesse. We are heading to America, California. So there's a big fight there. I'll be the main bout of the evening. So that's big. It's an achievement on another level. So yeah, I'm going to fight on the 11th. We are leaving on the 5 November. We are leaving. So yeah, for me it's boxing. So I've been preparing hard and looking forward to 11 to be victorious. You know, I fought. I went to America. I fought. I lost a fight. I went back. I won. So the third time I went there, they robbed me, the referee. So I'm going back again. So this time around, I want to balance it. So to balance my fight there in the US, this is my fourth one. So I want to make sure I win this fight.
All right, tell me more about your opponent.
Yeah, my opponent is Ernesto Mercado. I don't know much about him. I just hear him now they call me to fight him. So I watch few footage on YouTube. Yeah, he's a good boxer. So he's tough, yes, tough. So that's good. And I understand he's from a boxing family. His father is a former world champion. So let's go.
Yes, Low-key, how hard have you prepared for this one? What have you been doing? Who have you been sparring with?
Yeah, I've been in the gym this whole time. I've been preparing hard together with sparring partners like Charles Shinima. Those are the guys we have been sparring with. Energy, Nata, all the guys from my gym. So I've been going through a tough sparring, but I'm telling you right now, I'm ready.
Yes, you are ready. So look, you have been to America before, and you're saying it's the fourth time. You have there won once, lost 3 times. So what is this? What is the difference about this one?
Yeah, so there's not much difference. It's all is boxing, and it's a game, win or lose. But definitely, I'm gonna make use of this opportunity to win this fight.
All right. Have you got a strategy? Because knowing that sometimes the judges and the referees that side are very hard on foreign boxers that come there. So what can the strategy be so that you can avoid this?
Yeah, so I watched few of the videos of boxing there. I mean, boxing how judges or referees stop the fight. What happens? What I'm going to do is to avoid. I'm now away also with my team. We sit and then we look at certain things that the judges do the referee to stop fights. So we have to be careful with that. And when I'm going in the ring, I'm careful with that and make sure how to score. And if I have an opportunity to knock him out, I'll do it.
Yes, Loki. Since you have moved up the weight division, how have you observed this division compared to the one we were in?
Yeah, now I feel much better. I don't pull weight that much like before, and also now I'm grown, so it's not healthy for me also to take off a lot of weight. So I'm comfortable right now.
All right.
I'm comfortable.
Okay. No, we wish you all the best, Loki.
Thank you.
Well, in his heydays, Nakathila fought African titles and a lot of local fights. However, the man wants to eat with the big fish. He wants to be at the high table, and that's why his last fights have been in the United States of America. We know how difficult it is for Namibian boxers to strive in that country, given the quality and talent the boxers have that side, and the fact that these boxers fight many times, and especially during the year they have a lot of bouts compared to Namibian bouts where the boxers are able just to fight 3 or 4 times a year, if that is even a maximum. So Nakathila, he is aiming for the high table here, and we wish him all the best in his endeavors. We will now visit the marketplace, and after that it is the weekend drop. Please don't go away. Leg 5 of the National Circuit Racing Championship was held in 7 classes at the Tony Russ Raceway near the capital on Saturday. Only 11 races ended for the day, with Nadine Liebenberg as the newcomer in her first ever race in a Chaffee Lumina 5-litre V8. The main show was between MP Pretorius in his beautifully prepared VW Golf in the supercar class at Brazil Van Rijn in his Audi TD in Class A, with Mitchell Rust hot on their heels in a Class B Volvo. Van Rijn and Pretorius made their intentions clear in the qualifying rounds, clocking a blistering quick lap with a time of 1 minute 10, that is 10 seconds and 1:37. Then it was 1 minute and 1 minute 08 986 respectively. Russ followed in 1 minute 11 seconds 292. On the 2.4 kilometer trek, our award-winning Tilman van Lille met up with Nadine, who has this to say.
Hi Nadine, welcome to NTV and Sportwrap. This is a glorious day for women here at Tony Russ. Your first race today in a Lumina V8 Chevy. How was it day out on the track today for you?
It was challenging but lots of fun. Definitely for my first time, I couldn't imagine a better day.
But tell me, are you going to do a lot better than Abby on the track?
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
I'll try to give them a bit of trouble.
Yes, Nadine, but this is not your first and last race. You're going to continue with this.
Yes, I'm going to continue, and we're going to practice, and hopefully we're going to get better and better as we get to know the track and the car, because it was now my first race with this car as well.
Okay.
We didn't have a lot of time to practice, because we had some repairs and modifications to do, so practice time was limited. But I think the moment we get a bit of more practice time in, I'm sure we will perform better.
Things good. Obviously, you started in Class X today.
Yes.
Unfortunately, but that's how it works. Even with cycling, ask me. But this is super nice. Welcome to circuit racing. I think this is to have. Okay, with Shanae not really racing.
I was a bit disappointed when I saw Shanae was not going to be here today, because I thought, hey, at least there's one other woman out there.
Yeah, someone that you can share your fears and.
So the nerves got a bit to me when I saw, she's not here.
Oh, excellent! It was so nice to have you on track, and from the media side, from my side, super thank you very much, and we're looking forward to have you again. And that is little sis with mum. Awesome. And thank you, Nadine.
Thank you.
I was actually very surprised when they said to me, no, it's not a man, it's a woman that's flying around the track. But thanks, Nadine.
Thank you very much.
The next leg is in November?
Yes, I think
Clive?
it's the
28th of November.
28th of November. Obviously, here back at Tony Russ.
Yeah.
Are we welcome? Everyone is welcome.
As many people as possible.
As possible.
To come and join us.
That's the man that raced today as well. Clive Strydom, he won. He stole a car from somewhere, and he did extremely well. Clive, no, you won. I've heard that inside. So
Yeah, I took my son's car for a change, and yeah, we did okay today.
I was like, Clive,
It was just very hot, but it was a good day.
yes, yeah, it was very hot. The crow and the sparrow chased each other, but both were sitting on one branch.
Yes.
Thanks.
Well, Tillman, what a way to show the award-winning EFN Sports Journalist of the Year skills there. Cranking a joke and, of course, loving that is the adrenaline that is at the Tony Rust. It has always been about adrenaline and fast cars. We hope to see you on that bike one day, Tillman. Well, thanks for that wonderful footage. Let us now once again visit the marketplace before we do your favorite youth sports program, Spotify. Here on Spotify, we display some of the youth activities in sport. Afis Park in Windhoek witnessed an exhilarating sport weekend as teams from across the country met up to compete in the highly anticipated Metropolitan Gravity 2023 Cup. With the various sport codes on display, the event showcased a remarkable display of talent and teamwork as well as fierce competition. On the hockey court, the Windhoek High School boys under-19 first team emerged as champions, claiming first place. Their skills and determination were evident on their way to securing the win. St. George's earned a well-deserved second place, with Etosha Secondary School taking the third position. The under-19 girls category was equally intense, with St. Paul's taking the top spot. Pro Ed Academy's first team and Pro Ed Academy's second team secured second and third places respectively. We will now visit the marketplace once again before Le Rugby Joel. Saturday's enthralling 12-11 Rugby World Cup final victory over New Zealand on Saturday means they are the first side in history to reach 4 Webb Ellis Cups, solidifying their status as a giant of the game. Having gone back-to-back in 2019, the Springboks side under Rassie Erasmus and Jaguars Nineveh will surely go down as the greatest ever produced. It was understandable then that the celebrations that followed were epic proportions. There was the on-field Trevor Nyakanye dance of joy, Sia Kolisi singing his heart out with Bok fans at the Stade de France, and even a surprise visit from tennis legend Roger Federer, who downed a beer with the Boks in their changing room after the game wearing a South African scarf. Federer's mother, of course, was also born in South Africa. I'm sure that our international correspondent Ariahat is excited. Man, not that I'm saying he supports the Springboks, but well, let us just say he does. Well, he will take us through the international sports after the break. Stay tuned.
How do you find the perfect time? Is it in what we create? Or is perfection a form of art? Can we taste the perfect time? Move to it. Feel it. Or is it best enjoyed together? The perfect time is out there. Come with us to find it. Vintage Draft. Perfect time. Perfect beer.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news. Starting off with rugby news first. The Rugby World Cup 2023 concluded and done, South Africa winning the title in France. Also, World Rugby Awards, that was also concluded over the weekend, and the rugby player men's division of 2023 announced that is Ardie Savea of New Zealand, and the other three nominees that he beat was Bandi Aki of Ireland, also France's Antoine Dupont, and South Africa's Eben Etzebeth. Those were the nominees. The coach of the year for 2023, Andy Farrell of Ireland, it was mostly based on his achievements early in the year. He was the world number one team, or Ireland, the world number one team leading into the World Cup. And they also had an unbeaten run of 17 games. They lost in the quarterfinals at the World Cup against New Zealand, and also ended after the World Cup in world number 3 position. At the moment, South Africa, after winning the World Cup, even before the final, South Africa was world number 1, New Zealand world number 2. So a bit unlucky for Jacques Nienaber not to win the title. I think there should be more emphasis in winning the World Cup for a coach, and then also having your team as number 1 in the world after the season. But that's the decision of World Rugby. Also, the breakaway or the breakthrough player of the year, that is Mark Talia of New Zealand. They had a great season. He made his debut in November last year for New Zealand. 26 years old, had a great tournament. That is the wing for the All Blacks, Mark Talia. So with the 2023 World Cup done, South Africa champions then, and the next tournament will be in 2027. That will be in Australia. Moving on to tennis news, 2 men's tournaments and a women's tournament being played or concluded over the weekend on the ATP men's tour. It was firstly the Vienna Open, and that was won by Yannick Sinner. He's the number 2 seed. He beat the number 1 seed Daniel Medvedev by 7-6, 4-6 and 6-3. Then also in Basel, it was the Swiss Indoor Championship. It was number 6 seed that played against number 4 seed. Number 6 seed Felix Auger-Aliassime of Canada. He's the winner. He beat Hubert Hurkacz by 7-6 and 7-6. Then also on the WTA Women's Tour, it was the trophy in China, the WTA Elite Trophy in China. The winner there is Beatriz Haddad-Maia. She's from Brazil, and she beat China's Zheng Siquin-Zhen. And the score there was 2 tiebreak sets, 7-6 and 7-6. And continuing international sports news with golf news from the Ladies PGA. The LPGA played in Kuala Lumpur. It was the Maybank Championship won by Céline Boutier of France, and it was in a playoff against Ataya Titekul. She's from Thailand. It was a 9-hole playoff. Both of them finished on 21 under par, and it was Céline Boutier that won the title on the 9th extra hole. The victory moves Boutier up to number 5 in world rankings. At the moment, it is still Lydia Vu. She's from the USA. She's number 1 in the world. Also playing in the tournament was Nelly Korda. She's number 4 in the world, and she finished tied for 6 on 17 under par in the Maybank Championship. Closing today's international sports news with cricket news. The World Cup cricket in India continues, and a great win for India against England over the weekend, and that secures them a semi-final spot. The tournament is being played in India, so the host will be in the semi-finals. Only the top 4 of the 10 teams will go through to the semi-finals. Still a few games to be played, and it is South Africa that at the moment is in second position, and it's New Zealand in third position, and it looks like Australia also one of the favourites to make the top 4 after beating New Zealand over the weekend. Important game for South Africa on Wednesday. South Africa play against New Zealand, and then a big game for Australia over the weekend when they play England. England, the defending champion, already out. They cannot make the semi-finals anymore, and that is after losing over the weekend again. They are bottom of the lock of the 10 teams after 6 games. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, that was just a joke, Ari. I know you are a Bokke, blood in, blood out. That brings us to the end of today's show. I will be back with more news, including the golden oldies tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye.